Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. I'm doing this one inside, so I apologize for the poor lighting. I usually do it outside. But anyway, just getting right into this. I've been saying over and over that trying to talk to, interact with, debate MAGA Trump supporters is an exercise in futility. I've tried. I've been doing this for a long time, and it really is almost impossible. So I'm going to show you a couple of clips. There's a gentleman, a young man, a Gen Zer, Adam Mockler, who goes to Trump rallies. He was actually in New York for the Madison Square Garden thing. So talking to these mega Trump supporters, and he has the patience of a saint. I mean, I don't have that type of patience, but let me just show you this first clip. And these are like the low information, kind of, I don't want to be mean, but uneducated, low IQ, who are filled with all of these conspiracy theories, misinformation, probably Fox News viewers. And what I find most annoying is that they express themselves with such confidence, right? I mean, here are these uneducated people. Let's call a spade, and they're like, You'll see what I mean. Watch this clip.
This country wasn't founded by illegal immigrants. It was founded by settlers who came here to build the country, not bring it down.
Do you think that immigrants are good for the economy as a total?
No.
Really? Not at all?
No.
Not at all?
No.
But what about during
Why don't you get onto the agenda? They're trying to knock out the white race.
You think so?
Oh, amen.
They're trying to replace you?
Yeah, we're trying to replace the white race.
Who's they, though?
You find out who they is and come back and then you talk to me.
Well, you're the one that told me
I'm giving you information. You go do your research. Be an investigator.
Actually, I just watched that again. That's pretty disgusting. That lady's a racist and an ignoramus, and her dopey husband or boyfriend right there. That woman's disgusting. You see what I mean? All right, so I'll talk more about that. Here's a clip of George Santos. Adam Mockler talks to George Santos, the notorious George Santos. Oh my God. Say what you will about him. Obviously a pathological liar, a criminal, the whole thing, but he is intelligent. He's a good speaker. There's no question about it. So this is a different type of interaction, but same result. Watch.
How do you feel when Donald Trump calls Democrats the enemy from within or uses apocalyptic rhetoric like that?
Well, I mean, how should I feel when Democrats call Donald Trump Hitler and all of his
Like J.D. Vance said?
Well, J.D. Vance said it, corrected the record, and stood corrected. It takes guts to admit that, right? Trump says Democrats are the enemy within. Fine. I don't think he should say that. But do you think the Democrats should say that Donald Trump is Hitler and his supporters are Nazis? And that this is a revival of the 1939 Nazi rally?
It's unfair to say that MAGA are Nazis, but I do think when people like John Kelly, a four-star general, comes out, when people like Mark Milley all corroborate the record that Donald Trump wanted German generals, and when he was pushed on that, Bismarck generals, not Bismarck generals, Hitler generals, he said, yeah, I think there's an argument there to be made where you can call this stuff out. Don't you think we should call that out at least?
Look, quite frankly, I don't believe General Kelly.
Really? A four-star? You drew Trump over Kennedy?
I don't, because all of our generals have actually been politicized.
Oh my God. Oh man, he's just too much, George Santos. I mean, this guy, you know what? There's something kind of endearing about him. I know he's a piece of garbage and all that, a liar and all that, but he's kind of good natured. He's got a certain charm, if you will. And obviously, I don't like the guy. He's an awful person, but I don't have the same sort of vitriolic feeling towards him like I would like say towards like a Trump or a JD Vance, But okay, here's Adam with a MAGA lady who's probably has 4 brain cells and just full of lies and misinformation and wacky conspiracy theories. Like, this woman should be taking her medication. So watch this one.
Do you think George Soros is like a force behind the scenes controlling everything within the Democratic Party?
Oh, he gives a lot of money to them. So what do you think? I mean, I don't have to think about that. Who's he giving money to?
Do you think it's bad that a billionaire is controlling a party like that?
In that respect, absolutely. His money is funneling to all these people that really don't deserve it. There's no meritocracy anymore, okay? There isn't.
Would you be okay if George Soros used his money and influence to buy Facebook and then use it to boost pro-Kamala information?
No, I would not be happy with that.
What if he did a giveaway where you give $1 million away to people who register in swing states?
Well, isn't that buying votes?
Isn't that buying votes?
Yeah.
What do you think about Elon Musk?
I think he's a great guy.
Really, you like him?
Yeah.
You think it's okay that he's giving away $1 million to voters in Pennsylvania?
He's not giving away millions.
He's doing a giveaway.
Wait.
He's doing a giveaway.
Kamala Harris, they give away money to go vote for her.
Do they?
Yep. And they did it for Biden. They did it for Biden. They did it for Obama.
Don't you think it would be worrying if George Soros bought a platform like Facebook and then used that platform to only boost pro-Kamala messages in the algorithm, therefore trying
to... He did that.
And do you think that's bad?
He did it against
Do
Trump.
you think that's bad to influence something like that?
He did it against Trump, so Soros is doing it already.
Do you think that that's a bad thing to try to influence a platform to sway an election?
What do you think the mainstream media does?
I think that they try to report how, like, Fox News is mainstream.
And they're fair. At least they have both sides.
You're never going to get through to this woman. It's just very, very sad. This woman should be on medication. I don't know. It's just lack of education, the whole thing. And that's what I mean. It's an exercise in futility. Adam is a saint. It just takes a certain amount of patience to not you idiot, what's wrong with you? I mean, take your medication, lady. You're nuts. All right, here is some more George Santos.
I'm telling you, look, as somebody who has got caught on lies terribly, and I regret it, I repent. I know politicians lie. I know these people lie.
Trump lies too, right?
Well, so does Kamala.
Of course.
I mean, her McDonald's career, her heritage.
We don't know if that was a lie for sure. We don't know if the McDonald's thing was a lie.
Why is it taking her so long to just dispel? Here, I worked at McDonald's.
I'm pretty sure she worked there for 1 month in college is what she claimed or something.
Until proven otherwise, she lied.
But isn't that lie pretty minuscule compared to saying that there's millions of illegal votes and that we need to take our country back on January 6th? Isn't that lie pretty minuscule compared to the lies that Trump has told? These are foundational.
Okay, so here's a lie Kamala Harris told recently.
That rises to the level of what Trump has told.
Trump only built 2% of the southern border wall. That's a lie.
Well, does that lie? Okay, but that lie doesn't undermine the foundations of our country in the same way that election fraud lies do.
It undermines our sovereignty. It undermines our sovereignty, the very sovereignty that this administration has allowed to be encroached on 20 times over the Ukrainian sovereignty encroachment by the Russians. And guess what? We're not even deploying a tenth of the resources to the southern border that we are to Ukraine. I don't think, and whoever told you that Russia should have Ukraine, they're very misguided and very, very, very silly and stupid to say that. I have no lost love for Vladimir Putin. In the House, I never once voted to fund Ukraine for a simple reason. I was never presented with a plan to end a war. I'm not going to fund a war. I'm not voting to fund a war. I wanted a plan that clearly outline how the war would be ended with our funding.
The best way to end the war, though, is to have Vladimir Putin retreat. I mean, you can't cede Ukrainian land because in the process, you'd be kicking the can down the road to another administration. You know how they invaded Crimea in 2014?
Yeah, it's not like we already did that, right, under Obama.
And then we kicked the can down the road, and that's what scares me about Trump's peace deal, is that if he has a plan or concept of a plan, he'll cede these areas, and then
I can speak in good confidence that he has no intention to cede any area of Ukraine to Vladimir Putin.
He bullies Zelensky when Zelensky comes to the U.S. He says it takes two to tango, but then when Donald Trump is interacting with Putin or talking to Putin, it seems like there's a different vibe there. He's way more charitable to Putin. I guarantee Putin wants to end the war. Putin started the war. Do you see where I'm coming from there?
Well, I understand, but if you're taking that approach, you're definitely watching too much legacy media. There is no amicable relationship. There is a relationship of strength and fear that Putin has of Donald Trump. Why did Putin wait 4 years and do nothing under Trump? Because he knew that if he tried this shenanigans under President Trump's watch, it wouldn't end well for him and Russia. So the reality is you got to really look at the track record. We had general world peace under President Trump. We engaged in no new wars. We had minimal casualty in our military abroad. The man was able to broker peace with Kim Jong-un and get him to stop nuclear launches over Japan and South Korea. So just think
Didn't
about
he restart that like 6 months later, though? Kim Jong-un restarted the launches immediately. And when it comes to no new wars, I feel like that's a weak talking point because Biden didn't start any wars. They were out of his control. Like Vladimir Putin invading
foreign
Ukraine.
policy creates a vacuum for wars.
Or
He had weak foreign policy.
what if Vladimir Putin was taking advantage of the supply chain disruptions right after COVID and all of these different moving pieces around the world and thought this is my time to grab it? Is that a possibility?
I
Just
don't
totally ridiculous. Now, I'll give it, George Santos has a silver tongue. He's very, very good at this, but it's all bullshit. First of all, the lies comparing, Kamala Harris, the working at McDonald's. And by the way, she did. Like Adam said, she probably worked at McDonald's for like a month in college. Like I worked at Burger King. Like you don't put that stuff on your resume. And then it's just ridiculous. And then talking about how Trump is his interaction with Putin, he's so charitable, and Zelensky. And it's like, yeah, of course, Donald Trump is a wannabe dictator, fascist fanboy. Just absolutely ridiculous. And the notion that Trump is like tough, there wouldn't be a war if Trump were in, if Putin wouldn't invade it. That's so stupid. It's such bullshit. The notion that Trump is strong, it's such a lie. It's laughable. It's so damn laughable. But people are laughing at Trump. I know people who travel around and it's like, God, what are you doing? Donald Trump is a joke. Everyone knows he's a clown. Okay, and now I'm going to show you this last clip here. This is from Hardcore MAGA. Like, these people are scumbags right here. I'll just say it. Uneducated pieces of shit. Watch this and I'll talk afterwards.
Can I ask you guys, do you think systemic racism exists in America? No?
No.
Can I give you my definition of what I think it is? Can I just give you my definition? Okay, so I don't think there are any laws on the books being racist to black people. That doesn't exist in modern day America. But 60 years ago, in the 60s, when my grandparents were alive.
About the 60s. I grew up
Okay,
in the 60s and
so-
70s, and the bullshit they're spreading.
Okay, so wait, let me finish. So you grew up in the 60s and 70s. In your lifetime, redlining laws were on the books. You know what redlining laws are? It said that black people couldn't take out loans to buy homes. All of these books, or all these laws were on the books.
Who owns the banks?
Yeah.
Who owns the banks? Bring the mic back. Who owns the banks, son?
I don't know who. George Soros? Who are you gonna say?
The Rothschilds
The
and the
Rothschilds?
Kissingers.
Okay, let's take it.
They own the banks, right?
Sure. Okay.
All I know is that what's going on is reverse racism. Okay? That's what's going on these days, is reverse racism.
Wait, no.
The other side of the racist, because remember, when you point, you got three fingers pointed at you.
Genuinely, ma'am, though. Wait, redlining laws existed in your lifetime that were racist against black people.
Let me give you a
Can you
story,
see?
okay?
Yo, wait, hold on. Don't touch my. Hold
Let
on.
me tell you why.
Yeah.
We lived in a building with 40 people in it. We were mixed, okay? There was a black super. He had no family. My family fed him and took care of him.
What is it supposed to tell?
Food down.
What is it supposed to tell me?
Then no, what you're hearing in media likes to extravagate bullshit.
Right? Didn't they say this is a Nazi party today?
Yeah, we're
All right? I went to go vote yesterday. Know what the guy gives me? He hands me a Democrat flyer. Know what I told him? I'm voting for the friggin' Hitler.
Really? You said that?
Yes.
Wow.
You called me a Nazi. They called us Nazis.
Okay, well, can I ask a genuine question, though? Did you hear about John Kelly, what he said? The 4-star general. He's a 4-star general who served his country.
All right.
Okay, so he's a traitor?
So is the other guy. What's the dead one?
What about Mark Miller?
John, what's his name?
John McCain.
McCain.
You think he's what?
Traitor.
Really? What about Mark Milley, though? Milley's a traitor?
yes.
Yeah.
These people are 4-star generals. Milley served.
What? What does that mean?
Milley
That
served.
means that means if I see a cop that's a great guy and he backstabs, I'm supposed to praise him?
No, but okay, that's different though. If there's a cop and 16 cops around him say that he's a bad person, he has bad morals. Sorry, 1 second. My problem isn't with just John Kelly. It's that 5 to 10 to 20 people around Donald Trump all came out saying that he's unfit. So are all of these people rhinos, even Mike Pence?
Well, my thing is that this guy has been, this is my thing. This guy has been donating to the Democrat Party. They've been kissing his ass all these years. And when he became president, or becoming president, or going on to become president,
I'm lost for words. I don't bother. Now, yes, it makes for Great entertainment, these videos online, and Adam Mockler is perfect for this. Just a brilliant young man. He speaks well, first generation, but I might even probably get into a fist fight with that guy with the red hat. I mean, the guy is, I don't want to say the R word, but he's just obviously just the uneducated guy with these really strong opinions and super aggressive, It's disgusting. I can't stand these people. I'll be honest with you. I stay away from them. I do not like these people at all. I know some folks are sympathetic, and maybe they're blue collar people are fine. But this is I'm sorry. This guy's a piece of garbage. All right. On that note, good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here on Tabor Talk. So this is what we're dealing with. Like you say, like, how is it possible that Donald Trump is the Republican nominee? And it's people like this. That's it. It's a real problem. Hopefully next week we'll be done with this. Kamala Harris will win and we'll start to heal. Okay. Peace, everyone. Okay, if you made it this far, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. And make sure you like and subscribe. It helps with the algorithm. Spread it around too. Peace, everyone.